Guys, listen, we say this all the time, right? I say it all the time. Look, here's the deal. We know what the end game is. The reason why we know what the end game is because the Bible tells us what the end game is, and it's not difficult to be able to discern it because God doesn't make it unclear for us. He tells us what's going to happen. So when people in the news and all the crazy talking heads say that Russia is going to weaken and they won't prevail and all that sounds like to me is because we know that's kind of sounded ridiculous. Anyway, we know that Russia has to be strong at the end because they are going to attack Israel with a conglomerate of other nations. Now, lo and behold, as we said, we don't know the steps, but here's a step that can easily be identified. Greece has just basically said that the country who is menaced by Turkey, right, will no longer be shipping weapons to Ukraine because they need it for their own defense. Now, let's just take a quick moment to analyze this. Basically, the reason why this changes everything and the reason why this is a big deal is Greece will be the first of all the nations to actually fold and say we're not going to support Ukraine anymore. We're going to walk away from giving Ukraine any kind of weapons. Now, we are already seeing some African nations come out and say that they're no longer going to support Ukraine after Greece made their announcements, and there will be others that will jump in and say, yeah, enough is enough because we have to defend ourselves. By the way, it is interesting. They are concerned about the Aegean, oh my gosh, oh my goodness, I can't even speak right now. The Aegean Islands, they're very concerned about that. Greece is because of what we know is going on with respect to Turkey. And they are very, very concerned about what's happening there. And of course, it all goes in line with the things that we are seeing happening in these last days. Listen, folks, the bottom line is this. As Turkey is beginning to rumble and get a little nuts, as they're looking for oil desperately through the Mediterranean and, of course, the Aegean Sea, as they're beginning to sort of make their presence a little bit more visible to the Greeks understand this. They know what's happening. They're beginning to prepare themselves for some kind of a skirmish because they know it might be coming, and they don't care about Ukraine anymore, folks, and they certainly don't want to be entangled with Russia. So all I have to say is that this is beginning to set into effect a domino series of sort of things that will fall because of what they've done. There's a lot of other nations that are going to follow suit, and Russia is going to come out of this thing stronger. I can promise you that, because they have to be in order to do what we know will happen in Ezekiel 38. Now, I'm no apologist for Putin. I'm not rejoicing in what's going on with Russia. I'm just simply saying this is what the Bible says. We've got to open up our eyes and we've got to beware. Folks, watch and be sober. Jesus is coming soon. God bless you.